On the news tonight, Anambra State government commences a one-week training for staff of Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra. Mr. Anene awarded 1 million naira check for the best yam at the Made in Anambra New Yam Festival. INEC releases timetable for governorship election in Edo and Ondo states. On the foreign scene, U.S. state of Alabama performs world-first execution using nitrogen gas. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. As part of efforts to continuously shaping the skills of officers charged with the maintenance of law and order in the state, the Anambra State government has commenced a one-week training for staff members of Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra, OCHA Brigade. The training is in furtherance of the quest by Governor Chukwuma Soludo to promote law and order in the state by continuously improving the quality of personnel in the various law enforcement agencies that are consistent with the contemporary international best practices. We have details.
Of OCHA Brigade, Comrade Celestine Anere, the training and retraining is aimed at equipping the officers with the requisite skills to ensure law and order in Anambra, and also expected to enhance the capacity of the officers to effectively implement the state laws on environment, trading, hawking and buildings, among others. He revealed that the training, which will involve all the staff of the brigade, is designed to determine the suitability and ability of each personnel for the assigned duties as officers entrusted to promote law and order in the state, achieve appropriate reorientation and professionalism of the officers in their respective duty posts. Mr. Anere further explained that the need for the training was informed by government's appreciation of the difficulty yet important position of the law enforcement officers, and hinted that the project areas include community service, where officers will work in various communities to tackle issues ranging from street trading, environment, security, volunteering, among others.
To make sure, they understand their functions of what OCHA Brigade should be. We have a bunch of people coming in, to lecture them and make them understand and really focus them on environmental enforcement.
For the personnel manager of the agency, Mr. Anthony Abofune, the officers will undergo the training as a team in order to promote teamwork among them in order to better serve the public, and that it will also feature seminars and scenario-based sessions which are designed to enhance learning as well as build trust in the people they serve.
The essence of training someone is to let that person to be honest. Is to bring that person to adjust to change. Change is the only thing that is constant in one life. From there, accountability and other aspects of indices that makes someone to indulge in orderliness will be their watchword.
Anambra State government has presented a check of 1 million naira to the farmer with the best yam at the Made in Anambra New Yam Festival held last year. Mr. Chigozie Anene from Akweze won the grand prize on behalf of Anocha local government area with a yam weighing over 115 kilograms during the festival. David Okwakwasili has the rest of the story.
That Governor Chukwuma Soludo had promised to reward the DG with the sum of 1 million naira during the ceremony. Presenting the check to Mr. Anene on behalf of the state government, the Transition Committee chairman of Anocha local government area, Mr. Gerard, also said that Governor Soludo places high priority on revolutionizing agriculture and as such will do everything to motivate farmers in the state. Mr. Ozo went further to add that winning the grand prize during the competition has underscored Anocha Council area as a food basket of the state and promised that the local government administration will continue to support and implement the solution agenda in the council area.
The significance of what happened today to Anocha local government is that it shows that Anocha is one of the food basket of Anambra State. Our government is somebody that doesn't do promises. He keeps to his words. We believe that with the kind of support we're receiving from Mr. Governor, that Anocha will continue to be the food basket of Anambra State. We continue to be on top in terms of agriculture.
In their separate speeches, the traditional ruler of Akwese, Igwe Christopher Opala, represented by his cabinet secretary Chief Pius Mbanefo and the President General of the community Chief Osta Udemba, commended Governor Soludo for his regenerative policies in agriculture and promised to continue to encourage farmers and farming in the community.
Our chairman, the more when I want to so we could have one there present and then and then our governor.
For the DG Anambra, Mr. Anene, the award has inspired him as a farmer and will motivate him to continue on pursuing innovative agricultural methods. The check presentation ceremony, which also featured symbolic presentation of farm implements to DG Anambra, was attended by the head of local government administration, Mrs. Maudlin Ezokeke, councillors and heads of department in the council area, community and local government stakeholders, as well as friends and family of the awardee. From Anocha local government headquarters, Nene, I am David Obokwase reporting for ABS News.
As part of efforts towards the actualization of the smart mega city target of the Governor Chukwuma Soludo's led administration for India Anambra, the Anambra Urban Regeneration Council AURC has held a meeting with critical stakeholders in both state and local government levels to crossbreed ideas on how best to regenerate all the degenerated parts of the state as mandated by the governor. The meeting held at the Government House, Oka, which attracted Transition Committee chairmen, heads of service, heads of works departments of the 21 local government area of the state, featured question and answer sessions, as well as provided the participants with the opportunity to air their views on the urban regeneration agenda. Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
During the meeting, the executive chairman, Anambra Urban Regeneration Council, Architect Michael Okonkwo, who appreciated the state governor, Professor Soludo, for the opportunity given to the council to contribute to the transformation of the state into the envisioned livable smart mega city, called for the collaboration of the 21 local government area chairmen for the actualization of the target.
Well, the council, as the governor defined it, is the go-to council for all urban regeneration programs, which means the programs where we will reinvigorate, redevelop, re-energize, that means to regenerate the urban areas that had decayed because of the urban growth. The developments are going very chaotically, and the governor, our governor, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, is of the opinion that if we do not arrest the situation, in a very short time to come, our urban cities will become one big slum.
Speaking, the State Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Felix Odimegu, and his local government, chieftaincy and community affairs counterpart, Mr. Tony Collins Mwabunwanne, reminded the Transition Committee chairman and the entire India Anambra that the present government of Professor Soludo is passionate about the environment and will do everything possible to ensure that the environment is conducive and livable, and asked the people to end practices that is capable of resulting to erosion and other environmental hazards.
I want to urge everyone to listen and to participate actively in this program, because this is part of turning Anambra to the Dubai Taiwan we're talking about.
Contributing, the managing director of Ocha Brigade, Mr. Celestine Anere, noted that his agency is charged with the responsibility of enforcement of environmental laws as directed by the governor, warning that no one would be spared
during enforcement, even as he reminded people of the state that recovering of the state from environmental hazards is everybody's business and should be seen as such by all for a better Anambra. On their parts, the Transition Committee Chairman for Idemili North Local Government Area, Mr. Chuks Brown Ibuanwa, and that of Orumba South, Prince Neville Uchendo, described the institution of the Anambra Urban Regeneration Council by the Soludo government as apt, assuring their readiness to partner the council to ensure the realization of the state government's environmental plans.
Our governor is extremely doing well. What he wants is to make Anambra State a livable, green, sustainable society where people can come and invest and enjoy the serene of the environment. Idemili North is one of those places that still has land that government can explore.
An environmental impact assessment consultant, Mr. Godwin Nani, emphasized on the need for both government and non-governmental bodies to always consider environmental impact assessment law while embarking on any project in the environment to avoid environmental disaster, even as he warned landlords against siting borehole facilities near soccer pits, saying that such practice spreads diseases. From Government House in Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
To improve healthcare service delivery at the grassroots, Agwata Orumba Women's Organization of Southern California has provided comprehensive primary health care center, Logu Umunze Ward 2, with assorted drugs, with 2 solar lights and panels with stand, 1 generator, 1 stabilizer, 1 flat screen TV, and 1 antenna. Other items include 30 pieces of plastic chairs, 1 table, 1 submersible pump, 1 roll of submersible roll of wire, 15 length pipe, and 2 storage tanks. Joseph Ebocha has details.
And the Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afamo Ebidike, represented by the Executive Secretary of Anambra State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Pharmacist Shisom Uchem, thanked the group on behalf of the state government for their gesture, saying it is in line with their Gruelno call for the speedy development of the state. On his part, the Transition Committee Chairman of Orumba South Local Government Area, Prince Neville Uchendo, who noted that the women group were kind enough to think home for the people, regretted efforts to deprive people of benefits of the center through court cases and assured that stakeholders meeting will be convened to find solution, even as he promised to give more attention to the center. On behalf of the group, Mrs. Ogechukwu Ojennaka, a psychotherapist, said the aim is to give back to the society where they come from or are married to by equipping the health centers for the benefit of the people, adding that the gesture will be extended to other communities in Agwata, Orumba North and South Council area.
Our aim is to equip all health centers where women have children and where women are being taken care of.
The traditional ruler of Omoze, Igwe Promise Eze, represented by Chief Obienna Okejiofo, said the gesture by the organization is exemplary and urged government to intervene in the ongoing court case over ownership of the land on which the facility is situated. A call re-echoed by the State Organizing Secretary of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Mr. Ikechukwu Okoli, in his remarks.
On national matters, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it has released the timetable and schedule of activities for the 2 off-cycle governorship elections scheduled for 21st September 2024 in Edo State and scheduled for 16th November 2024 in Ondo State. The chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, who disclosed this during a meeting with the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security, ICCES, in Abuja, noted that there will be no credible conduct of elections without a secure and peaceful environment. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Princess Ekwe Ajide has stated.
Meeting attended by the National Security Advisor and co-chair of ICES, the Inspector General of Police, representatives of the service chiefs, heads of various intelligence, security, and law enforcement agencies. Other members of ICES and the media is coming on the heels of the forthcoming by-elections holding on February 3rd, 2024. Professor Yakubu mandated the ICES to pay attention to the tendencies for disruptive behavior by some candidates and their supporters, maintaining that reports from the states have raised concerns about the prevailing insecurity in some states where the elections will be conducted. He tasked them on need for security during the elections, saying that the Commission has already provided the Nigeria Police Force as the lead agency in election security the full information of the locations where the elections will be held, broken down by states. According to Professor Yakubu, as security agencies, it is their responsibility to secure the environment, including INEC personnel and materials, the protection of observers, the media, as well as the polling and coalition agents representing the political parties and candidates.
As we are all aware, election is a multi-stakeholder responsibility. INEC has a role to play. So too are other stakeholders. Without a secure and peaceful environment, the conduct of credible elections is impossible.
The Inspector General of Police, IGP Olukayode Egbetoku, affirmed that the force had conducted threat analysis in states where elections are going to take place and are going to deploy according to the threat assessment. The IGP also informed that the force is going to deploy adequately and massively for this election, just as it did in the last off-season election in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa states, and assured Nigerians that the forthcoming by-election will be free and fair, and they will ensure safety of officials who are going to be deployed for the elections.
We are aware of the challenges associated with the conduct of isolated elections, and I want to assure Nigerians that we are on top of the situation. We have conducted threat analysis in all the 26 states where election is going to take place, and we are going to deploy according to the threat assessment. We are also going to deploy adequately and massively for this election.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwe Ajide reporting.
On the foreign scene, Alabama has executed convicted murderer Mr. Kenneth Eugene Smith with nitrogen gas, the first time the method of capital punishment has been used globally. Mr. Smith, aged 58, lost 2 final appeals to the Supreme Court and 1 to a federal appeals court, arguing the execution was a cruel and unusual punishment. In 2022, Alabama tried and failed to execute Smith by later injection. He was convicted in 1989 of murdering a preacher's wife, Elizabeth Sennett, in a killing for hire. According to the Death Penalty Information Center, Smith is the first person to be put to death using pure nitrogen gas anywhere in the world. In sport, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has confirmed he will be leaving the club at the end of the season. Klopp revealed this in a video posted on the Reds' official social media pages. According to Klopp, he has run out of energy and feels it is the right time to depart. Klopp became Liverpool boss in 2015. Since then, the German has gone on to win the club's first Premier League title. He also guided the club to UEFA Champions League finals in 2018 and 2022 and won the trophy in 2019. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. On X at ABS Radio TV. On Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main points again. Anambra State government has commenced a one-week training for staff of Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra. Mr. Anene has been awarded 1 million naira check for the best yam at the Made in Anambra New Yam Festival. INEC has released timetable for governorship elections in Edo and Ondo states. On the foreign scene, we told you U.S. state of Alabama has performed world's first execution using nitrogen gas. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for staying with us. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Good night.